What's up, my fellow light skins and other people too? Today we're doing something a little bit different. It's an album review, which I don't usually do, but an album dropped today that I really wanted to talk about, and that's Let God Sort 'Em Out by Clipse, which is an album that was built around drama and controversy, and also just the craziness of a rap duo that hasn't been here for years coming back. And it had many people questioning it. Will they still be as good as they once were? Will they, talk about the dramas and controversies that they talked about before? And most importantly, does it live up to the hype? The first song on the album is a very serious, surprising, just unexpected song to come out, with Pusha T and Malice talking about how they handled their parents passing and just like all the moments leading up to it. And honestly, it's very unexpected, but listening to it in the context of the album, it makes so much sense why they would put it as the intro. It's just absolutely beautiful. We see amazing chemistry between them as well. Like, this really showed how good this duo is, because it showed Pusha T talking about how they handled their mom's passing, and Malice talking about how they handled their dad's passing. And Pusha T shows more of like a closer to the event type of thing, whereas Malice shows more of a whole scope type of thing when it comes to their parents passing. And it's just like, they handle the topic so well. And then they have John Legend, who just like glues it all together. And sometimes he takes over the show, but this is one where he very much just like stayed behind, and he was really just the guy that brings it together, and I loved it. Yeah, this song is just very hard hitting. It's emotionally just very aware. They do a great job of handling it, and Malice's verse is one that's been stuck in my head so much. I mean, a few lines that stand out to me are like, he had one where he was like, I shared you with my friends, you were the pops they never had, you survived for our fishing trips, I mean, dang, I had a dad. And that one is just so hard hitting, because that is a topic that's talked about so often, is these rappers growing up without a father. And he talks about having his father and how much harder it hits when he finally does pass away. But he also has another line where he's like, I can see that chivalry's not dead because you didn't let her leave alone, referring to his mom and him not letting her pass on her own. And man, it is just, it's so hard hitting. It makes you almost want to cry, which I never thought I'd be crying to a Pusha T song at midnight, but it is what it is. Overall though, this song is a solid like 8.5 to 9 out of 10 for me. Like, I love this. It's a great intro. It's not one that I could see myself really listening to outside of the album, just because both of my parents are still alive and it doesn't really resonate with me too much. But hey, 4, 5, 6 decades, we'll see. Obviously though, this is Clipse, so they're not going to stay emotional for too long. And the next song is exactly what I think everybody expected from Clipse. It's Chains and Whips. It's featuring Kendrick Lamar. Everybody knows about this song. I mean, so many people heard it before. I didn't personally. I did my best to avoid it. I managed to do it. And I was so excited when it first came on. I mean, bro, I've been waiting for this so long. Never heard the beat, never heard any of the verses, never heard nothing. And did it live up to expectations? Absolutely. I mean, this song is great. Clipse, Malice and Pusha T, they both deliver absolutely amazing verses. They do not miss a beat. Both of them are diabolical, but really Kendrick Lamar is the guy that shines on here. I mean, his verse is absolutely amazing. Unlike what a lot of people expected, no Drake disses, at least not what I heard. It seemed like he was just going after the game more like it. But man, he absolutely delivered another amazing verse, which is crazy to see because this man's, pushing 40, and this brother is still cooking on verses. He is having himself probably one of the best, 2-year runs that we've ever seen, because it's starting to get to 2 years at this point. It's like a year and a half now, and man, it just feels like a nostalgia part 2, which is one of my favorite rap songs of all time. So the fact that we got this, it's amazing. We get this jungle type beat. Pharrell cooked again on this one. It's just, the entire song's amazing. I don't even know what to explain. And it's also interesting to see the way that it, changed. Because I was thinking chains and whip. I'm thinking slaves, but no. It's more like chains and whips, chains and whips. You know what I mean. I will say though, I think it's funny that the label dropped Pusha T for this, or I guess Clipse. They dropped Clipse for this, because I'm like, there's nothing talking about Drake. They're not even really shots that you could take as Drake shots. It's hilarious, but obviously, like you said, it's the optics. Kendrick and Pusha T together means must be a Drake diss song. It's not. It's mean, but it's not mean enough to get dropped off the label. So I think that's, funny. But hey, it is what it is. We got the song now, and that's the important part. And yeah, I know what you're probably thinking. You're like, okay, so Chains and Whips is an absolutely amazing song. How are they going to step this up next song? And honestly, I don't even know how they did it, but POV is the next song. It's even more mean. It's even better. It's my favorite song on the album for sure. I mean, it just feels like classic Clipse, really. It's an amazing chorus. Pharrell comes in, he's pretty solid. Malice and Pusha T, just, man, they both cook so hard. And Tyler, the Creator's got a verse on here where they corrupted him. I mean, Tyler, the Creator's been on his whole therapy stuff. We just had Chromacopia, and this man just, came in meaner than I've ever heard of. Well, not than I've ever heard him. But this was just a different Tyler the Creator. It was a great feature verse from him. This whole song is just absolutely amazing. You need to give it a listen if you haven't. I mean, you should have listened to the album if you're watching this, but this is easily my favorite song on the album. This is another 10 out of 10 for sure. And also what I really like about this song is that Pusha T does his normal thing. He gets real mean on here. But when Malice comes in, we get reminded that Malice has not been around for a long time. And so he has some comments to make on the current state of the rap game. He says, hold on, these new rappers get rich just to OD, which, you know, you could put that at any rapper. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's a great statement on what it is. Or your chains look like oppression to me. Saying like, you know, the chains they wear look like they're still, you know, you can be bought, which means it's still oppression, even if you think that it's really you pushing the boundary and oh, I got control now because I got this chains and I got these money and all this. But no, it's just like, you got chains because you could get bought, and that's an insane line. I mean, it's just one I've been thinking about. Malice really cooked on this album. He might have had the better verse than Pusha T. I love Pusha T, but Malice did not come to play. And here we get our next song, So Be It. You've already heard it probably. It's amazing. Now, granted, I will say when I listened to it at midnight, it was a different beat. They had So Be It Part 2. And it was fine. I mean, it was a different beat, but it was the same lyrics and everything. And just because we heard the first one and then hearing the second one, I'm like, the second one is kind of trash. Like, the beat's great. Obviously, the verses are still good, but it didn't sound good. It was horribly mixed. It just screamed sample clearing issue. And then, obviously, these guys caring as much as they do, they end up taking that one off the album, put the actual So Be It on streaming services, and this is another 10 out of 10 song. I mean, it's perfect. It's another classic Clipse thing right here. I don't really need to talk about it, even though I haven't yet, because I didn't talk about the singles, but 10 out of 10. That's 3 in a row, bro. Ace Trumpets was the other single that came off this album, and similar to So Be It, it's just another perfect Clipse song. I mean, maybe not perfect, but it's a really good Clipse song. It's got great chemistry, great flows, good, like, catchy chorus. This is the first song I ever heard by Clipse. I didn't even know Clipse existed until Ace Trumpets dropped, because I'm a child, so I wasn't around when they were, you know, I wasn't even born when they broke up, so, you know, take that however you will. But this song is absolutely amazing. Pharrell absolutely cooked with the beat, and I do need to talk about that for a minute. Man, Pharrell stepped up his game. He didn't only just provide amazing beats, but he provided beats like I've never heard from him before. Like, these are not your typical Pharrell beats, because we know Pharrell is a great producer. But no, he stepped up and made something that, like, I didn't know this was in you. I didn't know your game, but I understand it now, and bro, he cooked. It's absolutely amazing. And so yeah, for Ace Trumpets, I give that a 9 out of 10, and that 5-song run right there is like one of the best 5-song runs I've heard in the last decade. Like from the beginning to the 5th track, so Birds Don't Sing to Ace Trumpets, that is just such a good track list right there. That's like 9, 10, 10, 10, 9. So that's amazing. But here's where we get a little bit of downturn, and this is All Things Considered, which it's a nice song, it's solid, but like when you compare it to all the other songs on the album, this is definitely in the lower half. I would consider this like a good song, but not a great one. And a lot of these songs on this album are great or amazing or even perfect. And so, you know, good is just kind of like, it's fine, I guess. I don't know. It's just, it's placed well in the album. It makes sense why it's here. It just is fine. You know, it's good, but that's about it. Some of the features did not show up. Like Pharrell and The Dream on this song are just like two that I could have done without. I don't think any feature did a bad job on this album, but there are a lot of features on here where I'm like, we could have done without you. We'll see one in a few songs that I also feel like we could have done without. But yeah, these two right here, Pharrell and The Dream, it just wasn't necessary. You didn't need to be on the vocals. You could have just stayed behind. This next song though is absolutely amazing. It's Mike Tyson Blow to the Face. I think that's what it is. And it is a hard-hitting beat. It's another classic Clipse sound. It's mean, it's dirty. It's absolutely a great pickup from the last song because we end off with the Dreams verse, which is just okay. And then we get to this and it's like, yep, this is exactly what I was looking for from a Clipse album. This is one I'm going to be listening to for a long time. I mean, I'm just going to be I love it so much. I'm so happy that they're back, man. I didn't even know they were ever gone because I didn't know they were existed. But now that I know they're existed, man, they cooked. This is great. Yeah, and the atmosphere that they set here, I mean, it just feels classic. That's what it is. That's what it feels like. It feels like you take one of their old songs and put it on here, and I love it. And then this point of the track list is where it starts to kind of feel like tennis. Like we're just going back and forth with like really great songs and then just good songs. Because we get All Things Considered, which is a good song, and then we get, you know, Mike Tyson Blow to the Face, which is an amazing song, which I would say it's like a 9 out of 10. Like we go from like a 7 out of 10 to a 9 out of 10, and then we get here, let me check the EBITDA. I don't know what that stands for. It's a fun song. Pharrell cooked, he did a good job. It feels like his classic self, but like, it's just another good song. Like, I don't know, it's just like, the whole album feels like it's on this high level of like amazing, like great, amazing, perfect. And then we get songs like this one and All Things Considered where I'm just like, yeah, you're good. You're better than a lot of songs released this year. But it just doesn't live up to the standard of this album for me. Again, it's another one. I don't think that the album would be better without this. I'm simply just saying, it feels, to me, what it feels like is an interlude that just goes a little bit too long. But yeah, overall, it's another good song. I'd say like 7, 6.5. I don't know. This might be my least favorite song. And then FICO, man. This is the next song. I love this song. I mean, it's another hard-hitting beat. I feel like I keep on saying that, but that's what so many of these beats are. They're just tough. They're nasty. They hit hard. They make you want to do something illegal. That's what they make you want to do. Except this song actually makes me want to get my credit score up because Pusha T's talking to me and I'm like, you know what? I think I'll get my credit score up. I think I'm going to pay off that credit card that I have in the last few months. But yeah, this is a classic. This is really a classic song. Like, I've called a lot of them like the classic ones, but this really feels like something from old Clipse. And then the only thing that I would say that I didn't like about it was Stove God Cook's feature on here, which is another one where I was just like, it's cool, but like, did it need to be here? Like, I don't know. I feel like I don't hate it, but I just feel like I would have preferred them to give him a verse over giving him the hook. So yeah, that's how I feel. I did really like the beat though. The beat was beautiful. The way it just subtly builds up through the entire track. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. You just gotta listen to it for yourself. If you just listen, just like lock in on the beat on this one. It just slowly builds up and builds up. It's beautiful. It's so far ahead, man. This is another one this one is also in contention for my favorite song on the album. I wouldn't consider it a 10 out of 10 song, but it is one of my favorites for sure. And I'll just explain to you why I like it so much. Because first off, Pharrell comes in, and a lot of the features on Pharrell, when it came to vocally, as like a singer, I was like, I could kind of do without. Like, it's just stuff I've heard from Pharrell before. And it's not that I've never heard what Pharrell did on this song before, but it sounded really good. I mean, it just put me in a whole different state of mind. As soon as I heard it, I started ascending. Like, I could just feel my body start floating up. I'm in the middle of the living room just dancing, and then out of nowhere, this song hits, and boom, I just feel my soul leave my body for like half a second. I'm like, dang, like, Pharrell cooked here. He kind of sounds like how he did on the Despicable Me soundtracks, which sounds like a diss. It's not. That's a great thing, because if you've ever watched Despicable Me, or at least heard the songs that Pharrell makes on there, he always cooks, man. I don't know what they do to him. Them minions got him. He's smoking that minion juice. I don't know what that even means, but he's smoking that minion juice, and it puts him in a whole different mind state, and he cooks so hard. And then this song, I mean, it starts off with the Ascension type of thing, and then Pusha T comes in, and he's like, if I was Brittany Griner, you would have had to trade me for El Chapo. I'm like, I think it's hilarious, because you get this, like, gospel sound, and then Pusha T is just like, you had to El Chapo, you need to take El Chapo. He has to be traded for me. I would not take the Merchant of Death. No, give me El Chapo. That's what you'd have to trade for me if I was Brittany Griner. I'm just like, I'm just thinking about it. I'm just like, man. Malice comes in, he gets all biblical with it. I love it. You know, he has so many different Bible lyrics, and it was solid. It fit the vibe of the song very well. But the beat also switches up when Malice and Pusha T like rap compared to when Pharrell actually does his singing, and so it very much feels like I think it was off of Daytona where Pusha T had a song called Come Back Baby, where he had a sample play, and then the beat would just absolutely like change to be this dirty, disgusting, like just amazing beat where he just gets dark on, and that's what this song feels like to me. It feels like a Comeback Baby Part 2. Oh yeah, also Malice says, let God take the wheel like a Tesla, which kind of, many rappers could say that and that'd be a cringy bar. He pulled it off, I'd say. But the next track on here is the title track, Let God Sort 'Em Out / Chandeliers, featuring Nas. And as soon as you see that, you know this is going to be great. I knew Nas was going to be on the album, unfortunately, because not only did they drop the track list with all the features, but it got leaked. Like I think the whole verse or song got leaked or something. I, again, didn't listen to it, but I knew it was going to be legendary as soon as I saw Pusha T, Malice, Pharrell, and Nas on the same song together. Oh yeah, they're gonna be on different timing, and yeah, they were on different timing. I mean, let's see what I got written down here. Yeah, Pharrell, the beats on here, man, both of these beats were absolutely just beautiful. They absolutely cooked so hard. It's another situation, Pusha T, Malice, they both just delivered absolutely amazing verses, but obviously to me, Nas had the standout verse. I mean, he's talking about how he changed the game and his impact, and you gotta love when a legend just starts spitting his own stuff. Like, he's just like, hey, remember why you need to respect me. Like, I like that. Nas pulled out the old head thing, but I love it. You know, sometimes you just gotta talk on your own head type stuff, and he did that. He stood on business. He's like, bro, I am that guy, and you guys need to respect me. And so yeah, he absolutely killed it with the chandeliers part. I mean, the entire album is just beautiful. But we do have one more song to talk about, and that's By the Grace of God, which is, a lot of people like it. I kind of am indifferent about it. Like, I think it's a good song. I think it's better than like the other songs that I called good but not great, but like not that much better. Like, I'd say it's like an 8 out of 10. It's a great closer. It's perfect to end the album off on, but it's really weird to end on such a happy note with the rest of the songs that we add in here. I mean, like, you know what I mean? I guess it's Pusha T's old age coming into here where he's just like, guys, let's be friends. But yeah, the song is solid. The beat is great, but it's just one that I don't think I'm going to be listening to that much. So yeah, overall, Let God Sort 'Em Out by Clipse. I mean, this album has so many highs and just a few kind of lows. It's you know, the features do a great job when they do great, but not so great when they don't do great, if you know what I mean. Pharrell had some features, and he had some really good features. Kendrick Lamar had an amazing feature. Nas had an amazing feature. And yeah, I loved it. I didn't even talk about Ad Liva, who was in there. He just kind of fell in the middle of the pack for me. It was a good verse, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was solid. And so yeah, this whole album was just absolutely amazing. It definitely lived up to the hype. This is at the moment, I'm feeling somewhere in between like 8.5 to 9.5 out of 10. I'm gonna say a 9 for now. We'll see if that grows. I mean, this is an album I stayed up till midnight to listen to, and then re-listened to this morning at like 6 in the morning. And both times it hit absolutely so hard. The second time even harder. This album is just like exactly what you wanted from Clipse. The fact that they were able to come back and do this after, you know, 15 years it's wild. A lot of people had questions, but I think Clipse had all the answers. They got serious in some parts, which, you know, surprised me for sure, but they did a great job of handling it, and it was not what I was expecting. Overall, I'd say my top 3 songs are probably POV number 1, Let God Sort 'Em Out, and Chains and Whips, all 10 out of 10 songs to me. And yeah, that's the album. I loved it. You know, I don't know if I think this video is gonna get no views because, like, I'm not doing anything comedic, but hey, I had to talk about it.